Well, hello, folks, and welcome to the Dieter Melhorn Fishing Podcast. Hope you're having a good day, whatever day it is that you happen to be listening to the show today. We're going to talk about a new state record channel catfish. It's a whopper. I would love to catch a channel cat this size. I'd love to catch a blue this size. I'd love to catch a flathead this size. It's that big. But we'll talk a little bit about it. I want to thank the folks from Boat, B-O-T-E, today's sponsor of the podcast. Got my coffee in here. Get a little sip. You can almost hear the goodness of that. Now, Boat has been with us for a little while now. We got their coolers on the boat. The cool thing about their cooler, K-U-L-A is the name behind it, kind of catchy, is that these cups have a magnet in the bottom. It'll stick to your car, okay? But on the cooler, there's a little round place on the cooler that the cup will stick to, and I've done it in some videos. Y'all have seen it, but it's a very, very cool product. Great coolers, bunch of different sizes. They're the roto molded coolers, and they've also got me hooked up with a beach cart. You'll be seeing that in some videos. So big thanks to Boat for their sponsorship. Boatboard.com, check them out. New York, of all places, a new state record channel catfish. Let me give you a little backstory on some of this stuff just to put it in perspective. First of all, the previous record was 35 pounds, 12 ounces, almost 36 pounds. That's a massive channel catfish. That's a massive catfish, period. I'd love to catch blues or flatheads that size. That's great fish. That's great fish. Fish of a lifetime in most places. For a channel catfish, it's definitely a fish of a lifetime. That was the previous record, caught in 2022, in the same place that the new record was caught, Black River Bay. Now, that is a river bay that dumps into, I believe, Lake Ontario on the west side of New York. One of the cool things, literally cool, about that area is the temperatures. Obviously, it's way north in the United States, and it's way west, and there's, that's an area that gets pounded by lake effect snow, that kind of stuff that you hear about on the weather forecast in the wintertime. Average water temperature up there in that bay in May, the average water temperature, 43 degrees. Okay, that's average. Obviously, you have a days where it's higher and lower, and that's in May. June, the average water temperature, 55 degrees. So I pulled some stuff for today's date, which is June 7th is when I'm taping this. And one of the monitors I've seen showed the water temperature at 50 degrees up there today. So that's just comparison for anybody fishing for catfish in a lot of parts of the country. It's a lot warmer. It also is interesting that I could not find a state record for a blue cat or a flathead catfish from New York. So I would assume they have not been introduced there, and they're not native there. So that's interesting, but it also speaks as to why these channel cats get so big there. And it's one of the things we've talked about in other podcasts is how big channel cats can get when they don't have competition for food from blues and flatheads. That's a podcast for a different time. Let's get to this new record. Dylan Kampnich is the guy's name. I reached out to him via Facebook, tried to get him onto the podcast, never heard back from him. Dylan, if you happen to see this show, what is interesting, whenever I do these record stories, eventually the podcast gets back to the person somehow. I had the actual stepson, and I promise I'm going to get this in a second, but this is an interesting story. The stepson of the man who caught the world record flathead catfish. I've just got in contact with him recently. We're going to try to get him on the show. Reached out to him and said, Dylan, if you finally see this, hit me up. I'm easy to find, DieterMelhornFishing.com. I'd love to talk to you about this. Was fishing up there, Black River Bay, same place as the previous record, near Watertown, western New York. Fishing with his son, hooked into a massive catfish, a massive channel catfish, I should say, a 32-inch, 15-pound channel catfish. That within itself is a great day of fishing, especially in my world, somebody who fishes a lake that when I get a 6-7 pound channel catfish, I take pictures of it. A 15 pounder is awesome. My personal best is on a 13. I say only 13 pounds. That was back before we had blues and flatheads like we do. He caught a 15 pounder, so boom, he's got a good day. Kids are having a great time. Dad's on top of the world. He's king of the world. He's got a 15 pounder. boom, another rod goes off. And one of the articles I read, he's fishing 20-pound braided line, so nothing super stupid massive as far as the line goes. Plenty for what he's doing. Hooks into this fish, catches it, lands it, realizes that it has the potential to be a state record. And from one of the articles I read, put it on a stringer, put it in a pool of water, because like many catfish anglers, we have the ability to weigh a record fish, whether it be state, lake, or world record, weigh it and release it alive. It's not a fragile fish like a striped bass or a largemouth bass or a crappie that's probably going to die. You can actually keep these fish alive, and that's what he wanted to do, so I commend him for that. Until the next day, to where he could get it weighed on certified scales. He went and bought a scale, I think at a Walmart, to kind of get an idea on the weight, and I think it was showing up with more than enough weight. And then, he finally gets a hold of somebody with a certified scale the next day, goes through the process there, and the process is different in every state. But after losing about a pound, or I think 12 ounces, something like that, overnight, which is normal for a fish this size, you'll be amazed how much stomach mass they lose in fluids and everything. It tipped the scales at 37 pounds, 9 ounces. A massive channel catfish, especially to be coming out of water that cold. I mean, it's crazy, but we see that on the Red River that flows into Canada there in North Dakota. So, this is an area that is devoid of flatheads and blues. Channels get to eat everything they want to eat, and they get to grow big in a very small season when they are really active and their metabolism's up and they eat. So I went through a certification process, and about a week ago became the new state record for the state of New York. So Dylan, awesome fish, a heck of a record. We've not heard anything of it being caught on any kind of fancy catfish industry rod that gives you money for it. It sounds like you caught it on just a regular good old fishing rod. So cool to see somebody catch a fish this size. And from what I understand, it was released alive. So that's even better. So heck of a fish. This one kind of slipped through the cracks because, one, it's a channel catfish and it's New York and it probably didn't get a lot of press, but I figured it's worth talking about and showing you, and congratulations. That's awesome. Great fish. And man, if I ever get the chance to break the 20-pound mark on a channel catfish, I'll be happy. Not to mention something this size. So anyway, quick shout out. Figured I like hearing about that. Congratulations on the fish. We'll catch you guys out on the water.